You bitch.
What's the matter with you?
Don't come the bloody innocent with me. You set me up last night.
I don't know what you're talking about. Get lost.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm warning you, get lost or I'll thump you.
Oh, no, you won't.
She's not talking to me like that.
Cool it.
Get knotted.
I'm the boss here, and I say there's been enough brawling, and I'm fed up with it. If you so much as lay a finger on her, I'll give you a set of bruises to go with the one she's got.
It's not fair, B. The bitch shouldn't get away with it.
Oh, and who said she's going to? I know all about Joycey. Don't I, Joycey? Just simmer down, kid. I'll deal with her in my own way.
You all make me sick.
Now, what's got into you?
You lot bitching and rowing while poor old Lizzie could be dead for all you know. And what the hell do any of you care? A big fat nothing. All you're worried about is your peddling little arguments.
Well, now, calm down, Doreen. It's not our fault that Lizzie's really had a heart attack this time.
Yes, it is. You're all to blame, especially that stinking great mate of yours, Monica Ferguson.
Now, what started all that?
Let me at you bloody bitch! What did you do? Oh, it's your fault. I'm gonna scratch your bloody eyes
Get out of here before the screws catch you.
First Lenny and now Lizzie. I'm gonna shut your flabby mouth for good, you great
Stop it!
Why don't you leave me alone? You bitch, you shut up!
Everything's going to be all right. I think we better go and see the doctor, don't you? Hey. There. Hey, you're going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine. You ought to watch her, Mrs. Jackson. I reckon she's around the bend.
Mind if I have a cup?
No, help yourself.
Keeping you busy?
Yeah.
I heard you were on duty last night.
So?
Nothing. You just seem to be putting in a lot of hours. I suppose the money's useful.
No, yeah, if you ever get a chance to spend it.
Pity about old Lizzie.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone can stand it in here.
They haven't got much choice, have they?
I didn't mean the prisoners, I meant the staff. Why do you do it?
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, but why you? I mean, well, what do your family think about you working in here?
Look, do you mind? I mean, I'm busy. Some other time, huh?
Sorry, just passing the time of day.
More trouble, I'm afraid.
Oh, God, what is it now?
It's Doreen Anderson. She's gone crazy. Tried to attack Monica Ferguson.
I thought Ferguson was in solitary.
She is. She tried to grab her through the bars.
Well, where's Doreen now?
Well, I managed to calm her down, taken her back to her cell.
Right, we'll get Dr. Miller to have a look at her. I'll tell Mrs. Davidson.
Right.
Mrs. Jackson. Did you leave this here?
No, what is it?
Probably nothing.
Doreen, are you all right? It's me, Edith.
Excuse me. Doreen? Doreen? It's very interesting. A perfect example of retrogressive withdrawal.
Hey?
Doreen, can you hear me?
Excuse me, Peter, if you don't mind.
Doreen, it's Dr. Miller. Can you hear me, Doreen?
I don't think you should be here, Doctor.
I would have thought I was better qualified than anybody. Besides, she's one of my subjects.
She's not a guinea pig.
You don't have to whisper. She can't hear you.
Is she going to be all right?
Shh, Edith. What do you think, Greg?
There's nothing I can do. She needs a psychiatrist. She should be in hospital.
Why not leave her here? We could keep her under observation.
I thought I told you to leave.
Now, look.
Now, either you leave or I'll report you to the governor.
Greg, perhaps we can discuss this case later.
Yes.
What are we going to do?
I'd talk to Mrs. Davidson. Just hope she doesn't try to keep Doreen here like she did Lizzie. Now, keep an eye on her, would you?
Right.
Never rains but it pours. Who's with Doreen now?
Dr. Miller.
Well, there's nothing much I can do until I get his report.
Right. There is another matter.
Well, you'd better tell me now while I can still take it.
I found it in the staff room.
Do you think it's genuine?
Yes, I do.
Well, what do you think's in the deposit box?
Obviously the proceeds of the robbery that Martin's husband was involved in.
Well, that's a pretty big assumption. I mean, it could be someone trying to cause trouble. There's been a lot of unrest amongst the women lately.
Well, that's precisely why I think it's genuine. What else would they be fighting about?
Believe me, it doesn't take much. Very well. We'll organize a search of Martin's cell. But Martin had better be there just in case we find something.
Right.
We don't want her claiming that we planted the key on her.
Okay, I'll take care of it myself. Oh, Doctor.
Oh, Dr. Miller, how's Doreen?
Pretty bad, I'm afraid. She seems to have withdrawn completely. She needs to be transferred to a psychiatric hospital.
Well, I'll make the arrangements.
Then you don't object?
Well, why should I?
Dr. Clemens seemed to think that she should be kept here for observation.
Dr. Clements is here to do research, not to tell me how to run the prison. Would you help Dr. Miller take Doreen out, Mr. Fletcher? I'm afraid the search will have to wait.
Right. Come on, Doctor.
Now leave it, Jim.
Doreen? What you been up to?
I'm going away for a while, Bee. If you see Lizzie, will you tell her I'll be back real soon?
Of course I will.
Bye, Bee.
That, kiddo. Take care.
Now the rest of you get back to work. You heard, Smith. Get a move on.
Watch it, Vera. I'm in just the mood for you today.
You're the one who's going to have to watch it. Any more cheek and you'll end up in solitary too.
I would just love to see you try and put me in there, Vera.
I had no idea she was so close to cracking up.
You never do with things like that, Bee.
She's been a bloody pain in the neck lately, but I didn't think she was sick.
Do you think the doctor would let me see Lizzie?
Oh, I don't see why not. What you going to ask him?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
To see Lizzie?
And leaving me to do all this on my own? Come on, get back here.
Off you go, Edie.
You just love throwing your weight around, don't you?
You want to make anything of it? No, I don't think so. Shoving little old ladies around and getting people stuck in solitary, that's more your go, isn't it?
Look, why don't you stop picking on me? If you're going to thump me, then get it over with.
No, I'm not going to thump you, love. I've got something much better in mind for you.
What do you mean?
Oh, you'll see.
Hello, Edith. Where are you off to?
I'm going to see Lizzie. Oh, poor old love, she's probably lonely.
You really care about people, don't you, Edith?
I've looked after people all my life. Mind you, I don't know what I'd do with myself if I didn't have someone to fuss over.
Well, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Doreen, she's gone.
Yeah.
Poor kid, I'll miss her. Do you realise I've only been in here a couple of days and I'm back in a cell by myself again?
I know. Can't be helped. But I doubt if it'll be for long. Tell me, Edith, how is it that someone like you ends up in a place like this?
I might ask you the same thing, eh? Tell you the truth, Mr. Fletcher, I'm not so sure myself. A friend of mine died suddenly. I guess I felt lost and lonely. Didn't seem to be able to get by. It's as simple as that.
Still seems a bit hard putting a woman like you in this place.
Things would have been different if you'd been the magistrate, eh?
You think I'd let you off, do you, huh?
You're a gentleman, Mr. Fletcher. You wouldn't have let them put me in here.